Hey,
You love.
your thing's a little loud. I'm just gonna go grab something real quick. I think it's maybe just your computer's like motor or something. I'm on the way. How's it going?
Good.
Good.
And you? Other than what we just talked about?
Uh, yeah. Yeah, otherwise good. Just teacher and I've been sharing doTERRA for about 7 or 8 years. I'm excited about teaching all the classes. I love all of them. The skin class is really great. It was fun to review everything and think about my own personal skincare routine. It's something that the skincare stuff is so easy to see results really quickly, I find. Like, you can use it often and you can see these results like in minutes, like, in an hour or two, sometimes even, put a little tea tree or HD clear on a spot and it'll dry it right up. So it's kind of cool to experiment with the face care and see these results happen really quickly and really powerfully. Um, so I'm going to jump right into the presentation here. And I was just chatting with Melissa about how we're going to manage chat. So if you guys are on chat, Melissa will be on chat. If you have any
Oh,
questions
thank
that
you.
come up, and yeah, we'll kind of have a side conversation on chat too, because I think that everybody has different experiences using this product, and so maybe in chat that'll be a great way for us to say this works well, this, and offer different suggestions over there. So I'm going to pull up the presentation here, and can everybody see that presentation? Yeah, perfect. Okay. So what are some things that you love about the skin you're in, and what are some things that you want to improve upon? So just a little couple questions to get thinking about what your goals are in showing up to this class and what kind of things you might be looking for to incorporate into your skincare routine. So feel free to share your answers to these questions on chat or just roll them around in your head as we go forward. For me personally, I remember curling up to my 80-year-old grandmother and like just petting her softest skin. So one of the things that I love about the skin I'm in is that I inherited that from her. I have really soft skin. It reminds me of being with her, which is really special too. Um, One of the things that I want to improve is I've done a pretty good job of taking care of my skin, but I want to do an even better job of protecting it from the sun. Making sure that as the summer comes, I'm doing what I can to wear my hat and keep my skin covered. I also am working always on, my kids don't do that lines, or, oh my gosh, what are you doing lines? Like they're getting permanently imprinted on my face. So, my Immortelle blend that you're going to learn about is a really important part of my face care routine, because I've got, my growly face and my surprised face and then my crow's feet and it's all these things. And I got black hairs growing out of weird places, so I like to think that the oils can kind of help me with those as well. I'm always plucking them out, and that makes the skin sensitive, so putting the oils on can really help it rejuvenate quickly and keep it from getting red and disrupted and infected and all those fun things that we get to deal with when we pluck our black witch hairs. So one of the common skin issues that we have, we're going to go through 5 of them and just touch on some of the, doTERRA top picks for those different issues. And so top of the list is redness. Redness is rooted in inflammation. It can happen in all different ways. We can put something on our skin that causes it to be inflamed. Maybe it's wearing that mask all day. And sometimes it's coming from internal inflammation. And so as we go on, we're going to tackle the internal way to manage our skin. But some of the things that we can do externally to help with redness are using our Yarrow Balm, Correct-X, frankincense, and helichrysum. So when I am learning about oils and talking about oils, I find it really helpful to think about the part of the plant that the oils come from, and which plant it is, and sort of what those oils might be doing for that plant. And that helps me understand how I can relate those oils and their benefits to my own body. So yarrow and pomegranate are two anti-inflammatory, like, used for thousands of years, medicinal plants that are really good for rejuvenating cells. And so yarrow palm is, oh, my children are home and my puppies are barking. The yarrow palm is this amazing oil for helping with skin hydration and rejuvenation. It's a newer product, and I use it semi regularly. It's quite thick and heavy, so it's a great product to use at night, maybe under your thick moisturizer before you go to bed, to really give it time to soak into your skin. So I love the yarrow palm for that. Correct-X is our healing blend that for me, it lives in my first aid kits, and I use it as a lip balm, and we use it all over the place. And it's specifically for healing skin. So that's something that we can use for any redness, inflammation, or anywhere that's like maybe a little over irritated. I find that Correct-X is really soothing and beneficial and healing. And it's got like 6 or 7 different oils in it that are like frankincense and helichrysum, like they're going to show up again and again in the skincare talk. And so that Correct-X is like a really quick and easy pre-packaged fix my skincare. Frankincense is the king of oils. It amplifies the effects of all other oils. Frankincense is one of the best oils to apply directly on the skin before you layer on other oils. So again, it's this amplifying effect, and also frankincense is the most rejuvenating. I always think of frankincense as being from this like 1,000-year-old tree. It's coming from the sap of this survivor plant, and it's kept this tree alive for 1,000 years. So, we put that on our skin and on our bodies, and it does the same thing for us. It heals us and it rejuvenates us, and it helps our cells to replenish inside and out. Helichrysum is a really cool oil. It's a super winner in my house. We always have it. One of my big wins with doTERRA happened about 6 or 7 years ago when I started using a blend of oils on my son's eczema, open, festering, like pretty terrible eczema. And the blend included frankincense and helichrysum. And I noticed right away that helichrysum is just a super powerhouse oil for healing anything. It helps stop bleeding. So if you have like an actual open wound, you can put helichrysum on it to help promote clotting. And I find that it's one of the best oils for helping heal like any kind of skin issue that I have, where it's actually kind of like something that's open. I'm worried about it being infected. It's really gentle. And so it's something that I personally feel safe using. And I would definitely recommend that people try it diluted and work their way up if they feel like helichrysum is something that they should be including in their skincare routine. Okay, number 2 is scars. So scars usually fade over time, but we want to do our best to help them heal quickly and to help clear that color away as fast as we can. So when I first started using doTERRA, I had a big scar on the bottom of my chin that went all the way up here, and I still get some of that's where my witchy hairs come out of, from falling on a train track. And it took, yeah, you got one of those guys too. Mm-hmm. No, 3 of them. Yes. My sister's got one from falling on a glass and having it cut her here. Anyways, I found that using some of these things on my scars has really helped like clear them up, help them heal. I don't even think there's a scar there anymore. Obviously my skin's a little bit sensitive still in that spot, but it's not there. I can't see it. So geranium is one of the great oils for this. Flower oils in general are very good for the skin. They're very gentle, they're very cleansing and rejuvenating. I always think of like the blossom opening, and that's what the flower is like doing to the skin. And that's what it does to our hearts. And flower oils are really special. So they really help us blossom. It helps the skin glow. We've got the yarrow palm and the frank in there again. So same thing, we're recommending them twice. The frankincense touch, the neroli also comes in a touch. So if you find that accessing your oils is sometimes a thing that keeps you from using them, just actually getting the dilution and all those things and having them with you, you can throw the frankincense or the neroli touch in your purse, in your car, and then you can keep them in your bathroom. So they're really great to have those touch bottles on the go. Yeah, scars, breakouts. I feel like breakouts are kind of in a different category because we're dealing with something that is more acute. We have some different tools to tackle it with, and they're super powerful. So when I said sometimes we see the benefits of these oils in like 30 minutes, I feel like HD Clear and Tea Tree hit that one for me so hard. Like if I've got a skin issue or I mean, a lot of things really, but skin issues in particular, Tea Tree and HD Clear can like fix that for me before it even breaks the surface. Like, and if I'm on it and I'm paying attention to my skin, which I'm pretty conscious of it, I keep these two around and I use them all the time. And I spot treat directly on the spot. And I do it every single day when I clean my face. It's part of my skincare routine to spot treat things before I put moisturizers and things like that on as well. So these two are really awesome for breakouts. They're astringent and they're cleansing, so they help tighten the pores and they help pull toxins out of the skin to help release whatever's maybe causing that breakout under the surface. And then our Rose Touch, Rose is very rejuvenating. It's kind of in the same category as Geranium, but like Geranium Plus. So if you've got a Rose Touch, yeah, definitely use it in the same ways that you would use Geranium. So for spot treating, for fine lines, it helps with scarring and lines as well. Brown spots, usually caused by sun exposure. Sometimes we have other reasons why we have changes in pigment to the skin. They can be hormonal imbalances or just natural changes in pigmentation with aging. And so these are some of the products that help. And again, they're all based on cellular rejuvenation. So our skin will be healthy because it's hydrated, because it has a lot of collagen and elastin, so it can stay stretchy. And if those cells in our skin are turning over more quickly, they'll be younger. So frankincense helps at the cellular level to fix any damaged DNA or to cause a damaged cell to self-destruct. So we end up with only the best cells and healthy cells living in our skin. The lavender is very calming and healing. Sandalwood is in that category as well. And then black spruce is more of an astringent oil. So it's cleansing and it can help draw impurities out of the skin. And I find that it's a helpful one to use because a lot of our other astringent oils are citrus oils, and citrus oils cause photosensitivity on the skin. So we can have some limits to how we can use citrus oils on our skins as something that's an astringent toner. But the black spruce is something that isn't photosensitive. So yay, we can use it at other times. And then the last of the big five is aging. And so all of us are getting our growly faces imprinted on there forever. These are some oils that I find really help keep my skin tight and smooth. It's really amazing how I can put Immortal on my skin and actually kind of like feel it tighten up. And I can see, like, if I use Immortal every day for a week, like I can see a reduction in those lines, like always. So it lives in my bathroom. I use it every single day. Neroli is new to me. Like I don't use it as much. I use it often on my spine for some calming benefits. But neroli is the orange blossom. So it's another floral oil that is a rejuvenating one, in the reproductive family of oils. And then myrrh and frankincense, we're using tree saps for both of those. And those are those building, cleansing, life-giving oils. So I feel like a lot of these are really repetitive, but get the frankincense, get the immortelle, and get the rose in that in that skincare regime. So apart from what we do when we've got like specific issues to tackle, keeping our skin looking healthy and young is something that's going to be important to us on a day-to-day basis. And so, like with most of what's going on with our bodies, the outside is only the tip of the iceberg, a small reflection of what's going on inside of our bodies. And so our biggest thing to tackle if we have skin issues is what's going on inside. A lot of the redness is caused by internal inflammation. Blemishes are caused by toxins trying to leave the body. And so we can prevent a lot of the skin issues that we might come upon just by taking good care of our nutrition. So doTERRA's #1 selling product shows up again and again in our presentations because it's got everything in it. If you look at the ingredient lists for these supplements, they're like a mile long and every single thing in them you want in your body. So our Microplex VMZ is vitamins and minerals, all the vitamins and minerals you could possibly want. I supplement a couple small things, magnesium and zinc. I add a little bit extra but otherwise everything is in there. The E-omegas are essential oil and omega fatty acid blend. It keeps the perfect blend of omega-3s to 6s, which we have trouble with a North American diet. We end up with a disbalance. So it's not that either one of these are good or bad, but it's the balance that's very important. And so the E-omega supplement helps us maintain that balance of fat. And for our skin, that's super important because our skin is a double layer of phospholipids. It's a double layer of fat. So we need to have good, healthy fats in our diets to have good, healthy skin. It's also super important for collagen production that we have both the vitamins and the fats to produce the collagen and elastin that we need to keep our skin supple and flexible. And then finally, the Alpha CRS is our anti-inflammatory blend. If you take a peek at those ingredients, you'll see all of these kind of superfood extracts like pomegranate and grapeseed and things that you want for anti-inflammatory and anti-cancer type things as well. So they help sweep up free radicals and ensure that our cells are super healthy. And then if you haven't tried these supplements already, I just want to add that doTERRA has a 30-day policy on these, a 30-day money back guarantee. So if you haven't tried them yet, you have 30 days to try them. Take all of them. And if at the end of 30 days, you don't feel like you've benefited from these, you can contact doTERRA and they will refund you. I think you might have to send back empty bottles. I'm not totally sure if anyone's done that, but it's a pretty awesome policy and they stand behind it because the product is great. I know a lot of people transitioning onto the vitamins sometimes feel tired at first. This is super common if your body is trying to incorporate a lot of new vitamins and minerals that it may not have had access to in the past. It's got to do a lot of work to come up with the machinery in order to digest, absorb, and utilize all of those different things. So those first couple weeks, I find that people can experience some tiredness and maybe some detox fatigue as well. But in the long term, lifelong vitality supplements are, one of the products that I will stand behind and will keep me coming back to doTERRA for the rest of my life. Okay, a couple more on internal support. The Yarrow Palm that we talked about as an oil that we can apply topically to the face has been, well, not that specific combination of oils themselves, but a different combination of items have been included here in this yarrow and pomegranate cellular beauty complex capsule. So these are for internal use. They contain herbal extracts from yarrow and pomegranate, as well as grapeseed and vitamin C. And the focus on these is really on internal cellular rejuvenation and providing you with the vitamin and the grapeseed oil, which is one of those healthy omega oils that we need to produce collagen. So collagen is a connective tissue that helps hold all of our skin cells together and keep the integrity of our skin. So that's why this guy's so important. Terrazyme is another absolute must-have. I probably take 4 or 5 a day, and I have digestive issues, so it's particularly important for me, but I recommend it to everybody. A digestive enzyme is just really, really crucial to take. So here's why. Enzymes are proteins that work in your body to speed up chemical reactions. So what they do is they grab one chemical and they grab another chemical that you need together in order to digest your food or whatever it is, and they bring them together and they help them work together faster. So most of these enzymes come from vine ripened fruit, and we don't really eat enough like ripe off the vine fruit. So almost everybody is depleted in digestive enzymes. So our body still finds a way to digest our food. It just goes to our metabolic enzymes that look kind of the same. And those enzymes keep all of our cells running and they give us energy, and our body starts to deconstruct them because, you know, we can't make energy without food. So that's the priority. And so it pulls apart our metabolic enzymes to create digestive enzymes to make up for the ones that we didn't get in our diet. This makes us tired. So taking that digestive enzyme, I take one first thing in the morning just to kind of help like digest and clear out anything that might be hanging around in my gut from, you know, the night before or overnight. And then I take one every single time I eat because yeah, I struggle with keeping weight on, and it's really important for me that I'm getting all the nutrition out of every single thing that I eat. And so Terrazyme is like right up there. And so relating that to the skin, it's all the same. You know, we need all the vitamins and all the minerals and all the nutrients if we're going to have a good skin. And so if we can take an enzyme that helps us get more goodness out of the food that we're putting into our body, then we're winning. PB Assist is the last supplement I believe I'm going to touch on. This is a pre and probiotic. So it helps prepare the gut for digestion as a prebiotic, and as a probiotic, it permanently colonizes the gut with beneficial bacteria. So probiotics sometimes get a bad rap because people take them and then, you know, the little capsule goes into their gut and all the little bacteria climb out and they get killed by the stomach acid, and then they don't really do a whole lot for us. And so we talk about having these like large coliform count or colony forming unit counts in our probiotics because we need to make sure that some of them survive long enough to get into our intestines, which is where they need to be. So doTERRA has this awesome solution. They've double encapsulated our probiotic for us. So another pain in the butt is having to store these in the fridge all the time because sometimes, like, you know, we're on the go. And so it's nice to just have them around. And the double encapsulation also allows us to keep them out of the fridge. So what happens is the first capsule hits the stomach acid digests it, and a prebiotic is released. So there's some fluid in between the two capsules that's released into the gut to help promote digestion. And that second capsule that looks green slides down through the stomach into the small intestine, and it starts to unpack itself in the small intestine. And that's where all the bacteria come out and, you know, start having a party. I'm in the middle of this, hun. Oh. So the reason it's green is because it has algae in there, which helps feed the little bacteria. And that's why they don't have to be in the fridge. They don't have to be refrigerated and stuck in this stagnant place because they've got food. And so they're hanging out, having a party in their capsule, waiting to land themselves in your small intestine, which is where they want to be. So the PB Assist is a super awesome product. They make something similar for children. So if you have kids, it's in a powdered form and it's like a double encapsulated micro little thingamajiggy that most kids think tastes like candy. So this is good for everybody. Finally, drink your water. If you're having trouble flushing toxins out of your body, drinking water is the super key. Most people don't show signs of having any kidney trouble until they've lost 75% of their kidney function. So most people don't even know that they're having trouble eliminating toxins until they've really done some serious damage to their body. And a lot of the reason why this can happen is not having enough water. It's literally your kidney is just a big filtration device, and you just can't bog it down with too much garbage at one time. So by drinking water, we dilute the liquid that we're sending through our kidneys and we help keep them super healthy. So there's a recommendation here to add citrus oils because they are super cleansing and they're going to help get the toxins out of your body in healthier ways than having them fester out of your skin. So we've got a few different skincare lines that are options for cleansing, toning, all the things. This is Melissa's favorite line. This is the Virage line. This is the Ideal for Aging Skin line, and it's got a bunch of different products, these 4. So the first one pictured is the toner. Toners are really good. They're kind of like first use after you clean your skin, and they're an astringent, so they help close the pores and retain moisture and prepare your skin for more products. The second one pictured, the little white bottle, is the cleanser. So that's the one that you would use first to get any gunk off your face and out of your pores before you add all the good stuff. And then the next one is the Immortelle Serum. This one is up there for me. I love the Immortelle oil and the serum. It doesn't really matter to me which one I'm using. Like, they're just both great. And so this is kind of like it's an oil that's been infused with all of the essential oils that are in the Immortelle blend. It's awesome. And then the last one is the moisturizer, which is lovely. It has a beautiful scent. I find that it sits like light on the skin, but like the perfect kind of light. It's not watery. It's just really lovely. I like seeing the chat blowing up. I'm not even looking at it, but I hope you guys are all being like, yeah, Virage is awesome. Immortelle all the way. Okay. HD Clear is for acne prone skin. So I haven't tried this one, but I use the HD Clear oil all the time. This is my go-to before tea tree. So if I've got to spot check something, it's HD Clear that goes on. HD Clear is a blend of maybe 5 different oils, hoe wood, black spruce, frankincense, geranium. I think it's got some of those good ones in it. So it's astringent, cleansing. It's going to pull the toxins out, reduce inflammation, do all the lovely things we want. And then we've got a moisturizer and a cleanser that are infused with these same oils. So the focus here is on reducing oiliness in the skin, pulling toxins out of the skin. So if you've got trouble with breakouts, this is the one. And then this guy right here is the Complete Essential Skincare line. This is the original skincare line that doTERRA launched with many moons ago. And they've been kind of building on it as we go. I think the newest addition was the anti-aging eye cream, but they've reformulated a lot of the products along the way as well. So we've got an invigorating scrub. We've got 2 scrubs. We've got the invigorating scrub and the reveal scrub, which I'm not sharing in this presentation. But the reveal scrub is finer and like more of a rough scrub, an occasional scrub. The invigorating scrub is thinner and is a little more gentle on the skin. So this is like an everyday, twice a day, easy to use scrub. And then the facial cleanser is a cream cleanser. So the HD Clear is a foaming soap cleanser. The Virage is like a foaming soap cleanser as well. It doesn't come foaming out of the thing, but you foam it up. And then this one is a cream cleanser. So I personally prefer a cream cleanser. I like the most gentle cleanser I can possibly find. So this is the one that I use. But I like mix and match products with the Virage line as well. So it's really a matter of testing what works for you, but the different lines are totally compatible with each other if you find a combination that really works for you. The next product is the toner. So this toner, like you pop the bottle and it comes right out. The Virage toner is in a spray. So this toner you can put on a cotton ball and put it on. I just put it right on my clean hands and kind of do my face like this. And then there's 2 moisturizers in this blend. The anti-aging is a lighter, kind of more daytime moisturizer. And then the little pot on the bottom is the hydrating cream, which is a thicker moisturizer. And like, again, everybody's different. I use the hydrating cream day and night, and it's super, super thick. And like, I feel it on my face for about half an hour after I put it on there, but that's the one that my skin seems to love. We've got a brightening gel and a tightening serum and an anti-aging eye cream. So the tightening serum I use all the time. I kind of put it in a similar category as the Immortelle serum, but like even a little more tightening. I use it every single time I wash my face. The brightening gel has some really like rejuvenating, brightening oils and like nutritive additives that help enhance the skin and really make it glow and shine. It's awesome. That was a new addition as well. And then the anti-aging eye cream has this metal roller bottle at the end, which is really cooling and soothing on the eyes and helps with any like dark, baggy, tired type look. So it feels great to put on all the time. And it's really nice if you keep it in the fridge and roll it on when it's nice and cool as well. So I love all of these products. Yeah, so before we jump into like how we might package them and purchase them, I just wanted to talk a bit about routines and like the order that we do things. So we always want to put product on our face after it's clean. We don't want to be rubbing any oils or dirt further into our face. We want to clean all that away, and we want to use some kind of warmth to open the pores before we put the oils on to help them really get into our face. So we cleanse and we scrub. So cleanse first and then do another scrub after, because the cleanse will get rid of the dirt and the scrub will pull off any dead skin. And then as our face is drying, we can spritz the toner or pat it on and help the pores be prepared for the rest of the products. The next step is to spot treat, whether you're using like an HD Clear oil directly to spot treat, or whether you're using the Immortelle blend to do your lines. I do both. So I put all my little, I look in the mirror, what's going on today? And then I do that on my whole face. And then I give it a few minutes, and then I put an oil on top of that. So if there's like a thinner moisturizer or the brightening gel or the serum, like those kind of things go in there. And then finally the thicker moisturizer. So sometimes I take like half an hour to 45 minutes to do my face care routine. It's like put a thing on and then like, make a cup of coffee and then put another thing on and like give them all time to make their way in there. I almost think of it as like a symphony of the cells for my face or something. Layer them all up. So this is an example of what you might order if you wanted to throw together a box of skincare stuff for you for one of your LRP orders. And so that Lifelong Vitality is basic. So if it's not already in your order, I definitely recommend trying it. And know that if you don't feel like it was worth the value, you've got a money back guarantee on it. we have the option when we buy the Lifelong Vitality Pack to package it with some other products at a pretty huge discount. So that Terrazyme and that PB Assist, you'll package with your LLV and you'll save like $20 to $40 on each product. I don't know specifically for those two, but there's some other products that you can package with it as well. And the discounts are huge when you put it with your LLV. The same goes for the skincare lines. The skincare lines are sold as kits and they're also sold as individual products. And the very best way to buy them is as a kit. They always come discounted when they're packaged together. So if you're, just wanting to try something new, maybe, figure out what you think might work for you, chat with the person who invited you to the class and see if they have any suggestions. And then, if you can, go ahead and purchase a skincare line as a kit if you're going to go and get started and give it a try, so you get the best prices. And with that 150 PV order, you get your free oil. So, we always want our free oils. Great. So now I'm just going to take a quick 5 to 10 minutes to chat about sharing oils. So as we use the oils and products more and more, it gets exciting to share them with friends and family. And if you have been watching this presentation and thinking maybe you know somebody who would benefit from having an HD Clear or an Immortal serum, or maybe this is a really great gift for them, you might reach out to them and see if they're interested in trying some oils. You can refer your friends to other people, either by hosting classes or just by chatting with the person who invited you to the class and mentioning that your friend might be interested. Maybe they come to our Essential Oils Made Easy class on a Monday night. There's lots of ways to introduce folks to oils. And just by sharing them with people, you can get referral partnerships with the folks that you're already working with in doTERRA. And if you decide that sharing oils and supplement products is something that you're interested in doing, you can also enroll your friends so that they can use the products, and it helps boost your income a little bit on the side as well. So if that's something that interests you, again, it's sort of you're like at a smorgasbord of like, how do I do doTERRA? Maybe I don't have a lot of time. Maybe I just love it. And I just want to casually chat with a couple friends here and there, a few hours a week. And you personally enroll a handful of people that you know here and there. And so this is the way that everybody starts. And then we ramp up from there. And there are some options here for what you could expect to potentially earn just doing this in a really friendly, casual way. If you decide maybe this is a really great part-time gig for you, a little side hustle, it's starting to become more important in your life and you want to get serious about inviting people to classes and finding hosts and making some classes happen on your own, we can supplement our income by working just 10 to 15 hours a day and finding a handful of new people every single month who might be interested in the product. And finally, we can replace our income completely and be a business owner. Lots of people are successful in doTERRA. It takes grit, it takes work. It's a real business like any other, 15 to 30 hours a week, but 30 hours a week, 40 hours a week, it's just like any job. You get out of it what you put into it, time and dedication and a love for helping out our buddies. There's a real opportunity to replace your income and make it great. So this is just a quick little cheat sheet. This is how we get started. Just think of 20 people that we think might be interested in coming to a class and start inviting them along. We can have really successful classes with one person. We can have really successful classes with 3 people. Connecting one-on-one is a great way to do it. You can pull them into the fray with our weekly classes, or you can check in with folks who can help you organize a class on your own. So it is pretty simple. If you're chatting with folks about oils and they're like, hey, my skin, blah, 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 package up a little sample of HD Clear and see if that helps them out. Tell them about essential oils, tell them about how to use them. and introduce them to some of the kits to get started. If you're just starting with doTERRA, or even if you've been using it for a couple years, you'll know it takes a while to shift perspective and to, look for solutions in the oils first. But there are lots of great and amazing training opportunities through our team and our group to help people learn how to use the oils and get the most out of their product. And then I'm going to pop this slide up here for anyone who is already sharing doTERRA or interested in honing their business. This is a training that we use with Elise Chedevy. And finally, I love this quote: when you share doTERRA products, you bring hope and wellness to the people you love, your community, and ultimately the world. Selling the doTERRA way is about service, one drop at a time and one person at a time. We are serving the world with wellness solutions. And this is awesome. In a world full of so many garbage corporations and garbage jobs and garbage careers, it's really amazing to partner up with a company who, values your health, values your wellness, values your lifestyle, and is just there behind you, support all the way. They could spend their money on advertising, they could put ads on TV, they could sell their product on Amazon, but they don't. They want people to have personal connections to the product. They know the importance of using it correctly if you really want to get the benefits of it. And so they've maintained their corporate integrity by maintaining ownership of their company and empowering business people to get out there and share their product in a one-on-one way. So, yeah. Any questions about all the goodness? 0 questions.
I don't have any questions currently, but I just wanted to say that I really appreciate your time, and I really appreciate your knowledge and your experience behind all of this. And I just could listen to you speak forever.
Thanks, girl. Well, it's been fun. I hope everybody learned a thing or two and has got some new products to try so that they can be glowing and living like a 1,000-year-old tree.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
I would like everybody in the chat box or to unmute themselves and share what product drew their attention to something that they could benefit from and what they would like to put on their next order.
I like that.
No pressure.
I'll start by saying I want to get some more Immortelle serum. It's like I've been using the oil almost exclusively, and the serum has kind of fallen off my order list. But then when I was looking at the class again, I was like, oh yeah, I remember that one. My face really liked it. I need to pull that in again and see what it says now. So that'll be on my order next month.
So I will follow up with that by saying that the little eye wand, I got that. Was it last month or the month before?
They had a promo, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not going to be able to live without that now. It is changing the eye game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to try the mud mask. Or the detox. I know you didn't talk about it. We were talking about it in the comments a little bit, Jackie.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. Don't leave it on for too long. I don't know if that came up in the comments, but it works.
So I didn't bring that up in the comments, but you don't want to wash. So here are my tips. I've learned through using the mud mask, and the mud mask is one of my favoriteest self-care things. You want to put it on with a dirty face, with an oily, greasy, makeup, dirty face, or whatever you consider to be dirty. And then a thin layer, let it dry. And then I actually like to sit in the tub with Epsom salts and other really feel-good oils mixed into my Epsom salts. And then I like to wash it off with a clean face cloth, and then follow it up with my Virage skincare system. But I eliminate the cleansing part. So then I just do the 3 systems. So I just do the toner, and I do the toner is in like I shoot it for the middle of my forehead. The second one is kind of trying to be across my nose, and then the third is like kind of like this area and my décolletage, or what is it? What is the French word? Décolletage. And then I do the serum, 1 shot, and I massage it all in, moving up. And then another pump of the moisturizer. So I just do the 3 parts of the barrage. So I'm just speaking from my own personal experience, and my skin, you know, it feels warm and a little hot at after, but the next day it's so glowing and pretty, and like I feel pampered. So
Yeah.
all right, so Clarice too is saying that she wants to try the Barrage line, but I want to get the LLV yet. Also, the LLV is a game changer for skin, gut health, energy, brain fog, all of that stuff. Can't get it all right away, have to spread it out. 100%, we understand. That's why doTERRA has created the lifelong, or the loyalty rewards program, because then you get rewarded for doing that.
Yeah.
So just a thought on that.
I know I always love it when I'm like, I've got 3 months ahead and I'm like, I got my free oils guaranteed. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do actually plan out what I need in the next few months. Like I'm like, what's like super pertinent right now? What do I need next month? And what am I going to need the following month? Because my Virage actually lasts me almost 3 months.
Yeah.
My LLV, well, I order a few LLVs at one time because of our entire family of 4 uses it every single month. So the LLV is like every other month. And then peppermint, I need every single month. On Guard, I need every single month, etc. So the beauty and the fun is that you kind of get to figure all that out.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. It's been a slice.
Love you, girl. Thanks
Love
everybody
you.
for joining.
Bye, everybody.
Appreciate your time.
It's been fun. Thanks.
Thanks, babe.